Greetings, all! Today, we'll be examining the rare normal-type Pokemon Kecleon, the Color Swap Pokemon. While it might not always be the easiest beast to spot in the wild, Kecleon are still unique creatures worth checking out and looking for, if only for their unusual set of powers and elemental attributes.
Kecleon are semi-bipedal reptiles that have green scaly bodies with a pair of yellow three-toed feet and 3 yellow claws in each of their hands. Their bodies having a large green coiled tail, small green spines along the upper back, and a red zigzagging stripe between their chest and belly. Their head has a rigid form with a pair of crests on the back sides of their head, with yellow ridge markings outlining the edges of their head and eye sockets, further featuring black pinprick eyes and a large mouth.
Kecleon are closely related to chameleons, and share a generally identical lifestyle with them.
Kecleon tend to hide among the branches of large trees or within tall grass and wait for small insects to pass by. Once within range, Kecleon will quickly lash out with their elastic tongues and grab the small creatures before they can react. This entire process takes less than a full second to occur and generally makes Kecleon successful predators in almost any environment, but because they are cold-blooded, they tend to stick to hunting among treetops where they can easily be insulated at least partially from the cold of night. Oddly enough though, their actual powers in battle are strikingly unique and run alongside Pokemon like Dunsparce for the sheer bizarreness of the variety of attacks and techniques they manage to learn. Many of these moves, particularly Ancient Power, Synchro Noise, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, and Psybeam, are usually unseen among pure normal-type Pokemon and are thus considered to be exceptionally rare to see. Sadly, Kecleon are not the most capable of fighters in many cases, as most of their base stats are lacking in terms of power, with only their base attack and special defense stats being above average for a fully evolved normal-type Pokemon. But they can still make good use of their moves to deliver many surprises to those that go up against them without an understanding of their abilities in biology.
In conjunction with this then, what makes Kecleon truly amazing are their camouflage abilities.
Instead of using an actual camouflage technique to change their appearance in battle, Kecleon have the move's properties essentially ingrained within their bodies and are able to change their color at will in order to suit whatever environment they might be in while blending in almost perfectly, though sometimes too well. If they are in the vicinity of another life form and they do not take notice of Kecleon for too long, these reptiles will get angry and pout, choosing to never reveal themselves to individuals under any circumstances. This color-changing power works as a reflex as well, and will also change when the mood of a Kecleon changes, and interestingly, the shade of their natural color when not using their powers is an indicator of the overall health, as the darker the natural color is, the healthier they are. The only drawback to this color-changing power of Kecleon is that they are unable to change the zigzag marking on their torsos because it is designed to remain visible for mating purposes only, as they otherwise would be unable to see their own kind without forcing them to break their camouflage. In the context of battle, this power has a much greater impact and essentially makes Kecleon the only Pokemon able to naturally possess the unique color change ability, and it's their only possible base ability. Though in rare cases when they have a more aggressive mental state, they can instead possess the Protean ability as a hidden ability. In essence, with color change, when Kecleon are hit by an attack that is not normal type in nature, at least initially, their bodies undergo not only a color change, but also a physical change. Since the camouflage technique is designed to change both the appearance and typing of the user, the fact that this move is physically ingrained in their bodies means that Kecleon will respond in exactly the same fashion. The only difference is that they will change the type to match the type of attack that last struck them, and thus are in no way dependent upon the battlefield they were fighting in. This utterly unique ability gives Kecleon a tremendous advantage over most wild Pokemon and inexperienced trainer-owned Pokemon that do not yet have access to a wide variety of attacks, or at the very least do not have access to any attacks that are super effective against each other's type. For more experienced trainers, however, the ability can easily be taken advantage of and used to destroy a Kecleon in battle, a fact that can make the usage a bit difficult in serious combat.
These strange creatures are a genuine curiosity to me, and their diet of insects thankfully doesn't bother me all that much, given that they couldn't take me on even if they tried. That being said, Kecleon can be serious troublemakers in some cases, using their powerful camouflaging abilities to hide in plain sight before lashing out at anything that gets too close to them. And they've got enough unique moves to them that they can make an impact in the daily lives of just about anything that lives within the same land they claim as their territory. Their specialty color change ability can make them both quirky and frustrating for younger trainers to deal with, as they can potentially make themselves resistant to the best attacks their opponent has access to. But at that same time, it can still backfire on them immensely, and while they definitely can take a special hit or two, their physical attributes are lacking in power on that end. Even so, they can at least make for great pets if you don't mind keeping a close eye on them, as once they go into incognito mode, that red stripe on their body might be the only easy way to tell where they are hiding.
Though many will have to keep a close eye out for them to see them, Kecleon are quirky enough beasts that searching them out can be a must for those looking to add to their Pokédex and even battle team. They might not be able to take much of a hit from up close, but they can still deal one up close for sure, so never let their quirky powers land to an unguarded position in any fight.
Do yourself a favor and make sure that you look long and hard for them if you need an edge in a fight, or they might just deliver a sneak attack that you're unlikely to see coming if you're not paying attention to them.
Thank you for watching this video. It brings me great joy to be able to speak to you all in the world each and every time we meet like this, to explore the many different facets of both the world of Pokemon as we know it, and the world as we live it, through every adventure we have with Pokemon by our side. If you'd like to, please subscribe, ring the bell and all that jazz, to keep yourself updated on content uploads and other materials of the like. You can also follow me on Twitter if you'd like to know right away when something new is uploaded, and my written works, from which most of this is based on, can be found on DeviantArt. Links to both can be found in the description down below. Remember that the world of Pokemon is a place full of wonder and mystery, and you never know what to expect. So, stay vigilant, keep watch, and always be prepared for the unexpected. Until next time, trainers and friends of all sorts, have a wonderful time.